remember they signed our goalkeeper Matana. I hope he does not start on Sunday because Matana is so
Tana.
good on his feet and he can help
Yeah.
them. Yes,
Yeah.
he's so good on his feet and he's going to help them a lot. Then I don't hope to see him on Saturday because he might reveal our secrets there, bana. Najua.
Reckless talk. Son of a Justin. Hey, reckless talk. But I got expensive habits. Don't step in salt. I'm a real one, check my fabric.
All right, Kenya Gunners TV. This is Don from Kenya Gunners TV. I'm back again with my man Ridge. It's Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest. The Premier League is officially back.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So
It's
our
been a
first
long
game.
minute.
Yeah, man, it's been a minute, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So our first game, but we are playing this Saturday with Nottingham Forest. So, Reggie, if you remember, towards the end of the season, these are the guys who actually completely, by the way, eliminated by the.
They killed our Premier League title charge.
Yes, they killed our hopes completely, by the way. So we're meeting these guys by the way this Saturday, our first Premier League game. So, man, what do you make of it?
First, let me start by saying, it's been long, Bana. The waiting has been long, but it's officially back, and it's bigger and better.
Yeah.
From tomorrow, Man City, and then we have early kickoff on Saturday, Nottingham versus Arsenal at the Emirates. And this is a game that is going to be the season opener, against a team that obliterated our Premier League chase. They beat us 1-0 at their home last season.
Yeah.
But then now we have them at home. First game of the season, early kickoff. My expectations are that we are going to maintain the form. I can say we have had a good pre-season, good signings, and the environment is ripe for growth.
Yeah.
The attitude, the mood at the Emirates right now is very different. I'm sure the guys are coming with that attitude of, we missed out last season, but then again, we have the chance this season. And now we have new additions to the squad who have integrated in very well. So for me, my expectations are that this is a game that we should win, and we are going to win by a massive margin. Probably we're going to even beat them more than 5 goals, I can confidently say that. If we play with the squad that we started versus Man City, the Community Shield, then they have no chance beating us at the Emirates. Even the fans, that song, North London Forever. If you go to the Emirates right now, you hear that song, you have entered in a fortress. Yeah, the Emirates is going to be a fortress season, and that is my expectation from the season opener on versus Nottingham.
Yeah. Well, anyway, tell me about it, man. My expectations by there, I think it needs to be more like a revenge moment. Because remember last season, by the way, we won a game. I think it was among the last 3 games, if I'm not wrong. The first game, actually, we beat Newcastle. And then I think Brighton beat us. And then Nottingham Forest now completely, but they killed our hopes, actually, of we've actually been winning the Premier League. So I think it needs to be more like a revenge moment. And we need to beat these guys and not just beat them by there, but, beat them with a good margin. Anyway, we'll get into the scores. But now, the question that I wanted to ask you, by the way, now looking at our squad right now, are you confident that this is a team that can actually take us all the way? You remember when was it? I think I was watching the overlay fan view. Gary Neville, man, a Man United, by the way, Man U legend. A Man U legend actually said that he foresees actually Arsenal winning the Premier League. That is Gary Neville. So, and his argument basically was with the 3 signings we made, that is Jurrien Timber, Declan Rice, and Havertz, we probably might get the job done, by the way. So, are you confident, by the way, that you're going to win the Prem this season?
I'm very confident in this team right now.
Yeah.
We have thing we need from the back to the front. I
Yeah.
believe we have the squad depth we need. You know, the
Mhm.
only thing that I think we might need in this squad, which is not even necessary, is the in the front there. We need someone to give Saka competition. Only that, because the rest of the team is well from the midfield. You
Yeah.
move to the front there. Everybody is working, and the belief is there. So for me, I believe this is the season that we go all the way. And
Yeah.
I was even thinking it is even possible for us to do another invincible season, because just look at that defense, man. Just
Yeah.
look at that
Yeah.
defense. Look at that midfield. We can even do the impossible. Do another invincible. The only stretch will come in the Champions League, but then the rest
Yeah.
of it is doing fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, anyway, on my end, I think where we probably need to sort. I feel like we need a number 9. Like I've said, I've always said this, but even if you go to my the previous conversation we had, by the way, Gabriel Jesus, by the ever since he came to Arsenal, he's been getting injured most of the time. Remember, he now has an injury, and his Arteta mentioned that he's going to be out for a couple of weeks. But probably that is not. That's just maybe best way to say this. Probably maybe just a PR talk, to just manage the media and whatnot. But I think he might be out because it's the same knee injury that he had. So they're basically, well, understand that they basically need to go in, get a scar, something, I don't know, get a scar tissue or something of the sort. But remember, this is an operation that the guy is going through, so he might be out by there for quite some time. So Balogun, going by the preseason, I thought Arteta would play him most of the games, but clearly he's not been playing him, so technically doesn't have trust with him. With Eddie Nketiah, I don't trust Eddie Nketiah, but to be that guy to get us, basically, if we're to compete with Man City with the machine they have by that at the forward, Haaland, I don't think by then Nketiah by this that position by to compete with him. So I feel like we need a number 9. I'm confident with our defense right now. I'm also confident by the with our midfield right now. Now with our forwards, you actually mentioned with the left wing with Martinelli and Trossard, that one I'm confident with. But center forward, that is Eddie. I feel like we need a replacement for Eddie Jesus. I don't know if Balogun is going to play this season. With Saka, I feel like we also need a replacement for Saka. Because this guy, you remember, Saka is always turning up by the way, beginning of the season, probably maybe till February. But then Arteta tends to overplay him. So the guy gets tired, and you just see the fatigue kicking, and then becomes completely lethargic. So I feel like we need a replacement for him. Reece Nelson, but they can play his position, but he's also injured. And then I'm also not confident by the Reece Nelson. So I feel like we need a replacement. Once we sort those two positions out, Saka's position and Jesus' position, I think we should be in a very good position by the two all the way. Because in terms of squad depth, we definitely do have squad depth right now.
Yeah, that's very good.
Yeah.
Oh, Don.
Yeah.
I can make a big. I think the approach we should have this season is Arteta should do prior planning on the teams that we face. You see, a team like Nottingham, we can maintain the score that we started with versus Man City. Havertz as the false 9, and then we do a substitution and bring in like the 70th minute or something like that. But then going forward, the problem with the market right now is finding a good center forward is going to be challenging. If you want to find a good center forward, the likes of Victor Osimhen, someone like Osimhen is going to cost you a buck. It's going to cost you up to 100 million. With the kind of spending we've had this summer, we are trying to watch out for financial fair play. You even saw the deal with David Raya. What happened? He's coming on loan, and then we have an option to buy 7 million if everything goes well. That is a good deal. Getting a good player, a good keeper for on loan, a 3 million loan, an option to buy to avoid financial fair play scaffolds. So getting a good striker will be a problem. But I think what we can do is we can push on with the squad we have right now, and then in coming January when we need to finish the second half of the season, we can then go for someone like this Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney is not going to be playing this year until January.
Yeah.
So we can get him ready to join Arsenal, such that now when we go for him on January, he's fit, he's ready to go again, and we'll now get that person will push us to the end. Because in January you never know what can happen. If you get injured, Havertz might get injured, and you have to rely on one person. I think what we need to do is maybe bring in a winger, and then push on the strikers we have. Then in January we go for a soup. We go for someone like Ivan Toney who will be the market for free, and we sign him. That is what I think should happen. But then again, we need to strengthen a little bit. You remember last season when you play with a team like Man City, and then the camera goes and shows the bench. Just look at that team sitting on the bench and say, if they come in, then your team is dead, because you might look at a bench of KD, Mahrez. That squad is crazy. Ake there. There's this young kid, Jine Napote. So you see, we need that kind of depth. See, ile yenye wanakulika hivi holding hapo kwa bench, someone who can come in and make a difference. Reece Nelson is a good player, but then I don't think he's a who starts. He's an impactful player. Someone like Origi, someone who comes and changes the game. So I think Reece Nelson is a good one for Saka, but then he's not someone we can rely on game in games to come and start. Yeah.
Anyway, Reed, now I think now towards the end of the conversation, let's talk about now score prediction. But what are your score prediction for the game? I've always been getting right by the of late. Remember, of late I've had 2 predictions, right? So tell me, what is your score prediction?
Yeah. Umekuwa na roll bana, hadi naona nikaa uko na kajuju ama una fix.
Yeah, man, I've been on a roll by there. I got
for me.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so for me, my expectations is, Nottingham is not an easy team, as we may think. Steve Cooper is a good manager. He brought them from the Championship, brought them to the Premier League, and then he managed to keep that squad in the Premier League. The players to watch for me in that team with their striker, Awoniyi, he punished us last season. He scored the only goal to win them the game. He's a player, he's an Arsenal fan, so but then he's someone when he's playing against you, he's ruthless. So give him a chance, you will regret it. And then, remember they signed our Matt Turner. I hope he does not start on Sunday, because Matt Turner is so good on his feet and he can help them. Yes.
Yeah.
He's so good on his feet and he's going to help them a lot. Then I don't hope to see him on Saturday, because he might reveal our secrets there, but when you have someone from the other team, you want to know what is the weakness of that player. Good to be secrets. And then they have Morgan Gibbs, a young midfielder who has been so good, last season, and he was really bringing a lot of problems to a lot of defenders. But then I believe this is a game that with the team we have, everything we got going on, it is going to be not easy, but then it can also end up being easy, because we can overrun them being at home. And my score prediction for that game is going to be an easy 5-0 for us, a clean sheet for us. And I think 2 goals from Saka, Martinelli 1 goal, a goal, and Havertz is going to score as well. So 5-0 to the Arsenal is my score prediction for the game.
So 5-0 to the Arsenal.
Yes.
For my prediction, by there, I'll give it let me see. I'll give it a 3-0. I'll give it a 3-0 to the Arsenal. I'll give it a 3-0 by there to the Arsenal. I feel like this is a game that we probably need to revenge. So I'm comfortable with our defense right now. So I don't expect us to concede. If we play the same way we played against Man City, then I think by the way, this issue of conceding time and again, by the way, I think it's going to be reduced. So I'll give it a 3-0 to the Arsenal. Yeah, and that's my prediction, by the way. Yeah, man. So anyway, Ridge, man, I'm seeing in the office that
I think that's a good score. You know, a clean sheet and starting with the more goals.
Yeah. All right. So let me just end this here, man. Let me
Continue.
release you. Yes, Rich. Yeah. So, man, let me just end this here because I'm probably seeing maybe there's internet problems. I'm also getting
I'm done talking. I'm just.
All right. So then. So anyway, I'll be live streaming the game. I don't know if I'll be live.
There's no problem, man. I appreciate for this time.
All right.
Yeah, we'll talk more, man. Come on, you Gunners. We're going to win this season.
All right.
Cheers, bro.
All right, man. Cheers, man.
Hey, this is Don from Kenya Gunners TV, and they're basically introducing a new segment on this channel, and we're calling it Bonga Nama Fans, all right? In this segment, by the way, we have some very true interesting ladies. So, ladies, all right? So we have
Anne,
and we have
Lois.
All right, so basically we'll be tutakuwa tunaongea balls, ndio?
Yeah.
So mazai kama uko mtaa, kama uko Costo, kama uko Nax, tutakuwa tunakuja mtaa yako tunabonga ball mazai. So guys, we'll be seeing you then.